Great to see you.
Your new movie, King of Staten Island. Enjoy watching. I mean, because it's kind of like I think in everybody's life, we've all met a person who's similar. Who
Yes.
just can't get certain things going. Just tell me a little bit about how this whole project got started.
Well, I met Pete Davidson. He did a cameo in Trainwreck, and he was
Mhm.
so funny that day that Bill Hader called Lorne Michaels at Saturday Night Live and said, "You should put this guy on the show," and he did. And so that was a
Wow.
big moment for Pete. And then we were talking about movies for a few years, and slowly we started tiptoeing towards something very personal. And once he was open to that, we created this story. And Pete's father was a firefighter who died on 9/11, and this is a fictional story, but it addresses the effect of that on his family. And in the movie, it's about what happens when his mom starts dating another firefighter, played by Bill Burr, and his mom is played by Marissa Tomei.
For some reason, it seems to always happen like as a kid gets older or a person gets older and the parents start dating, no matter who they bring home. They could bring home, the king or queen or whatever. They're never going to like them.
Oh yeah, I know. My parents got divorced. They both started dating and married new people, and I could not have been more awkward and weird the whole time. It took me decades to relax, and I also always think it's funny. A older person trying to get a young person to like them is a terrible situation.
I know what you mean. My parents got divorced as well. And then also I'm a stepfather. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so you know.
it's like I've had it from both sides now.
You're like, do you like Paul McCartney? Come on, Paul McCartney, and they're like, what?
What? Who? He was in the Beatles with what? That guy, Jack Lemmon. No, John Lennon. Wrong guy. You got it all mixed up. But now also, just even watching this with things that are going on, it's kind of weird because you're seeing people who are reacting the same
Yes.
way. This character now just by being stuck and forced inside.
Yes, because the movie, it's about a family, that loses, the parent who is a fireman. He's a first responder, and what Pete wanted to write about was how his mother took care of him afterwards. And the movie really is like a love letter to his mom, who is a nurse who was an emergency room nurse and a school nurse simultaneously to take care of him and his sister. And the movie is about like sudden trauma and how we all react to it. So it is a comedy and it's really funny, but it's about something that I feel like we're all experiencing.
Oh, absolutely. And then also, like I said, great casting, Marissa Tomei, and also Steve Buscemi, who is a former firefighter, and having him in the
Yes.
film as a fireman.
Yes, I mean he's a hero of mine. He directed our TV show Love on Netflix,
Oh,
and he plays the elder firefighter who kind of has his eye on Pete and takes care of him quietly. And he's the funniest and the nicest man in the world. Pete plays someone who wants to be a tattoo artist, and we would go
yeah.
online looking at tattoos to try to figure out what his style was. And what we learned is people love tattooing Steve Buscemi. There's so many tattoos of Steve Buscemi.
Oh, that's got to be quite a pat on his back. It's like
Exactly.
people want me tattooed on their body.
Yes, yes.
And I was going to say that was, of course, one of the other funny parts of the movie is just, hey, I want to practice something. Where are my friends? And it's like, I
Yes,
don't have
yes.
any place left on my body. You've gotten it all.
I know that's something I didn't know about is how does a tattoo artist learn how to do it? And it is a lot of doing it on themselves sometimes and
Mm,
on their friends, just anybody who will take a risk and let you work on your craft.
right. I also got to say some other things we learned from the movie about, him working in the restaurant. Also, you may have started something because I think there's going to be a brand new league coming out now, Hulk
Yes.
Fist Boxing.
Yes, Pete was a busboy at a restaurant on Staten Island. At the end of the night, sometimes they would do Fight Club and fight for their tips. And he I don't think he would win, but
Right.
there's a sequence in the movie where they do end of the night Fight Club.
Right. Very bizarre. But Judd, thank you so much. Thank you for this movie and all the others, over the years, and look forward to seeing more things coming in the future. Stay safe and thanks again.
You too. Be well. Take care.